Good day and welcome to today's class. Today's class is a continuation of our previous classes on SS3 further mathematics. At the last class, I introduced you to the curriculum for those of you in SS3, where I gave you the different themes and the topics associated with that. SS3 mathematics is the last stage of your knowledge in Introduction to Engineering Mathematics. And we have looked at the various topics where we agreed that approximately 6 topics will be taught in first term, 6 in second term, 6 in first and second term. Owing to the fact that third term you are to enter for your SSCE examinations. So just like I promised, I shall be taking the topics one at a time, beginning with inequalities. So in today's class, we shall be looking at inequalities. So under inequalities, we shall, at the end of the class, achieve the following objective: that we should, by the end of the class, students should be able to solve quadratic inequalities and inequalities in 2 dimensions. In SS2, you were taught inequalities in 1 dimension. In today's class, in SS3, you shall be introduced into quadratic inequalities and inequalities in 2 dimensions. So, what is quadratic inequality? A quadratic inequality is an inequality where one side is a quadratic expression and the other side is a 0. Examples of quadratic inequalities. Quadratic inequalities can be expressed in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is greater than 0, or ax squared plus bx plus c is less than 0, or ax squared plus bx plus c is greater than or equal to 0, and ax squared plus bx plus c is less than or equal to 0. So I did explain to you that a quadratic inequality is an inequality where one side is said to be a quadratic expression and the other side is said to be a 0. So you can have it in this form. And how do we know it's quadratic? Quadratic in the sense that the highest power of the variable is said to be 2, where a, b, and c are said to be constants. So, how do we solve quadratic inequalities? We shall take an example